Good morning, good evening, and good night. And welcome to another episode of the Good Wrestling Podcast, Season 3, Episode 3. I am your host, Jamal Good. Welcome. Hold on, let me mute this so I can not hear myself. Welcome. Another wonderful week of wrestling. I can't do it by myself. I am joined today by Chris. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you for the invite. What up, world? What's going on, world?
Okay. We're also joined today by Buddy. Buddy, welcome to the show. Unmute yourself.
You didn't say my name. I am Bobby, the Wrestling Apostle. Boombaye. 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 I represent all purity in wrestling. Shalom, everyone.
The reason I didn't say your name because you got the worst belt in the world ever.
Boombaye. I represent all purity in wrestling, so I am part of the cult. Boombaye.
Let's talk about belts. This past week, we had a championship change hands for the better. One of the best Guerreros in the world is now the North American champion.
I almost bought that belt this weekend. I almost bought that belt. Dominic Guerrero has made his daddy proud by encompassing everything he did by winning that belt. Because the shock in it all, him going to NXT and getting that belt over the colored.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think this is something he needed? He's a good wrestler. You know, this will take him further. I mean, he needs that developmental time. And this was a good move. I don't know who did it. Hopefully Triple H did it to have him go down there and work on some of his talent.
I mean, let me help you understand something, Jamal. He ain't going down in NXT. He won't be in NXT defending that belt that often. That's going to be on the main show, I think.
I think there's going to be a backdoor of people from NXT coming up to Raw.
So y'all don't think he needs a developmental time?
I didn't say that. I said that I don't think he's going to be on Tuesdays. I think the people on Tuesdays are going to be on Monday.
The only time he'll be on NXT is if he's doing a pay-per-view. Or one of their premium live events, whatever they want to call it.
Right. And there's a backdoor introduction of him coming, or them coming down to seeing him. Seeing the product. And if you look at the ratings, unlike most people in AEW, he's a needle mover.
Now, I saw something on Twitter. I could be wrong, but they said in Mexico they were filling in the arena with booze. And I kind of figured that, but I know he's got heat. But I was like, man, that just seems like too loud.
I don't know. He has a face that you want to punch. It's like he legit has a face that you want to punch. It's not even like with a joke. It's like, yo, I really want to punch you. So I think even piping or no piping, he is getting a reaction of the crowd that a lot of people are not getting. He's getting a natural reaction.
Yeah. And only thing with him is his ring gear. I'm still trying to figure out what he wants to be. If he wants to be a Texan, or if he wants to be a lucha. I'm just like, you got too much going on, brother. Figure out what you want to be.
I chalked that up to a lady who retired recently. So, you know the one who used to make everybody ring gear?
Yeah.
I chalk it up to her because I don't know who he need to talk to. It's like every aspect of his ring gear is somebody else's, and it's not himself.
Yeah, it's like he's got Roman's top.
Right. You got Roman's top. You got your daddy. Bro. You got your daddy.
We're live. I mean, like,
right. We're live. You know, brontosaurus and elephants eat the same amount of food.
Would y'all like me to tell Kristen that we're live and I shouldn't thank her for making a salad? Is that what y'all would like me to do? I can tell her she's. I'm just
I don't want you to get punched in the face on live.
All right, then. All right, so I'm gonna thank her.
Domestic violence.
I'm gonna thank her for making me a salad.
Yo, look at the size of that bowl. That's like a Jeffro Bodine.
It's not that much salad in here, bro.
It's not that much salad. You know, elephants say the same thing about their salads, and hippopotamuses.
Who wants smoke? See, now she asking who wants smoke. See,
I want to know why you got that big old salad, that family size salad.
They want to know why I got a family size salad.
It looks like it's really not.
Jamal got an Olive Garden.
It's a shit. Oh, is your camera? Is your camera?
Yes.
Your camera making
the camera put
okay.
another head of lettuce in here. That's what it is.
Another head of lettuce. Okay.
So
I
appreciate the health, but that lettuce ain't doing nothing but just giving you water, brother.
Hey,
you
bro,
some spinach in
you need some kale.
You
need some kale.
I got some Caesar salad. Okay, so
that's not good. That's
worst. Not good. That's the worst kind.
How about that?
There you go.
All right,
so make sure you don't drown it though, because if you drown it, then it's counterproductive.
Anyway, enough about my salad. I'm about to eat this later. But
you interrupted the rest of the conversation with your brontosaurus.
Right, look. I got on a strict diet. I got 25 minutes.
You know, you set the time on a podcast, right?
I know.
But there's also another belt that changed hands.
Hold on. Is this going to be one of those videos that you want people to watch you eating? I'm against those.
Why? You like Oscar though? Listen.
All
right then.
Don't bring in this.
I'm the black former Oscar with my food salad. That's corn salad. Mix.
All right, make sure you make the right sounds when you're eating.
Wow.
They like the oral noises.
So, Chris, you were talking about another belt change hands?
Yeah, there was another belt that changed hands, but I kind of saw this was going to happen because, but in my opinion, I don't know whose idea this was because it was like stupid booking, in my opinion. You have Money in the Bank, you take the belts off of Shayna and Ronda for a couple weeks later to take the belts off of them again and then put them on Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Like,
the word is that somebody's injured. That's why they did it.
Who?
Morgan. They said Morgan's injured. That's why they had to drop the belt. And that's what. Again, I don't trust wrestling rumors because we read the same ones, so it could be anything. And that's what they was like. It was injured, and other than holding the belts up again and dropping them, she just dropped the belt so they can continue on the storyline.
Didn't that happen last time? Is that the reason why they dropped the belt before?
Yes. Apparently, if you are 5'1" and you only weigh $1.50, you get injury prone. You know, what I mean. Just might need.
I thought what you call it? Raquel Gonzalez was hurt.
No, that's the angle.
Right. One was the angle. One was the truth.
Because she's going to be fighting. She's going against. We know she's going against Rhea at SummerSlam.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole big thing is. The big thing is the fact that these little itty bitty wrestlers getting hurt because they doing moves they shouldn't be. Maybe they shouldn't wrestle as much. You know, just you got to protect your assets.
No, fuck that. I pay too much money to watch this.
Stop worrying about. Stop. Just look. Until recently, The Miz has gone 20 years before getting his first injury.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that.
And the injury wasn't his fault. It was somebody else's fault.
Yeah. So you can still put on a decent match and play safe.
Exactly. Less is more.
Damn that. Long live Mick Foley.
Not him. Said to his injuries.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know if you fellas have watched Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, that's a whole different episode that we need to talk about. That's a whole
this season, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you something. Cocaine is a powerful drug.
Listen. And that's the thing, like, and to realize how many people was actually on it, and to realize why the safe space and the reason why they wrestle the way they wrestle. Soft style was created because everybody was dying. It's not because people were getting soft. You know what I mean? You do a line of cocaine, you do it again every night, and eventually when you turn 40, you're dead.
Yeah, like, just to see, like, you know, you see a person like Junkyard Dog who was on the high
Right.
And
Literally.
and then to figure out to hear that like this man was coked out his mind.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Allegedly, he was coked out from 83 until he died.
Oh,
It was like he was just coked. Like every time you seen him.
Well,
he
now,
like,
were they doing this for? Because it obviously wasn't for the body parts. I mean, that's no. I'm thinking something.
No, Jamal.
I'm thinking of steroids. I'm sorry. They were doing this for the pain.
No, they were doing this because they were making dumb money. Like, if you watch the story on Junkyard Dog, like he was the draw in Louisiana. When I say the draw, I mean the
top guy. He was the top guy because he's black, they would never put a belt. Vince never put a belt on him, and Vern Gagne would have. But you got to watch the episode because I don't want to spoil it. But it was a great documentary of black wrestlers in the 80s, and that's another reason why I hate Dave Meltzer.
And then the Abdullah. I just watched the Abdullah the Butcher one.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him like I know him for real. Like hepatitis C. This is the reason why I'm against blatant. Because back then he had hepatitis, he had hep C allegedly, and then he cutting and like, yo, why are you giving me like if you know you got hep? This is the reason why you don't blade as much as you blade anymore.
But the thing is, from what he said, from what other wrestlers have said, they have went against Abdullah. He's bladed them. They've mixed blood, and they don't have hep C. That obviously somehow, some way, somebody, and maybe that dude had hep C. Who knows? Because I did see that part, but it's just the wrestler himself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Abdullah the Butcher was a crazy dude, and then to find out he's Canadian and to hear him talk, I'm like, whoa.
And that's a lot of things. Like Canada got real racism. So a lot of times they don't really worry about people's feelings. Like the same thing, like a lot of the big time wrestlers came out of Calgary because Stu didn't care who you were. If you could wrestle, you wrestled.
And he stretched you.
And he stretched you. You know what I mean? Because he was more cared about the aspect of it than anything else. You know what I mean?
Dark side of the ring.
That's a whole separate podcast if we ever get our shit together that we need to talk about.
Yeah, tomorrow. This season they have gone above and beyond to the real Doink the Clown.
Oh my god! Like Doink was one of my favorite wrestlers because of Matt Bourne. Like I was introduced to him.
He's a clown.
And like, so it's like, but realizing that most of them died at 35. And I'm looking at the calendar like, yo, I can't imagine dying 5 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Adrian Adonis. I mean, it's
no, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
to them, it was normal.
I can only imagine what a WWE locker room was like in the 80s. WWF locker room was in the 80s. I mean, that one. Did I send y'all the one where they in WCW where it was the Road Warriors, Sting, Luger. And they were, or did one of us send that when they were in the locker? No, I sent it to y'all.
We seen it, right.
When they were all in the locker room doing bumps.
Right. And we're not talking about wrestling. We're not talking about wrestling.
Yeah, we're not talking about wrestling.
You know what I mean? But that's why the old school wrestlers can't get involved with the new kids now. Now they playing video games, not trying to do drugs and Jack Daniels all night and stuff like this. If they're up, they're online. They're on Twitch. That's why Twitch was such a big thing because they like playing video games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now I see why CM Punk said he was straight edge because of what was going on in wrestling.
Right. And like I can imagine going back in the locker room like, yo, I see you doing coke.
Yeah, like the 80s was coke, the 90s and the 2000s was painkillers. Now it's, I don't even know what today's addiction is. The internet,
because they need to get the F off of Twitter. They need to get off Twitter.
Busting nuts on belts.
Wow.
That was the early 2000s.
No, my bad. Sorry. No, that was the early 10s. When she had a belt.
That was the late 2000s. My bad. Late 2000s.
No, that's 10s. Early. Yeah, right. And dealing with AEW now, they're doing it now. Yeah, because they're not wrestling.
Your thoughts on shit? What the hell's the name of his damn show? Damn it! Hold on.
Collision?
Damn. No, it was Blood and Guts.
I only caught
Less
the
is
end of
more.
that, and
That's going to lead into another conversation. Blood and Guts, and then lead into Mr. Ash retiring.
he didn't retire.
He didn't retire. He's gonna go to he's gonna pop up at WWE Raw and make some real money. Who wants to retire at AEW? He's gonna pop back up in the next Raw reunion and actually gonna make some real bread. The only reason why he's not there now because he had an incident with steroids. And people keep forgetting about that. The reason why he was let go because you were on you was in some type of enhancement drugs for your body.
Wellness program.
Right.
The real question is, where's Bart at?
Who?
Bart was a MMA guy. He was over in Japan fighting Bob Sapp and who's the other guy? Tank Abbott and all them other K1 fighters.
I mean, but again, it's like, and I'm looking at the product now. He made that whole thing, taking the shoes off, being on the ring, and he might be. I mean, I understand his sons are getting pushed, and he's not even with his sons. The sons joined the damn Bullet Club, right? The sons joined the Bullet Club, and he's with the Acclaim.
I'm sorry. Can we just kill the Bullet? Not literally. Can we just kill the Bullet Club? I mean, it's
saturation to the point where it's a mockery of itself.
Yeah,
like hands down the mockery because every federation, every promotion has a view of it.
You got the club, like
it's
the elite,
like the elite
gold.
Then you got and only black members on goddamn TNA. Are they still put Bullet Club or what? I mean, or they just
I don't even see Chris Bay repping Bullet Club like that anymore. I don't think.
No, as a Jay White, they made him such a mockery now. Like his worth is so down. You know what I mean?
Can it be fixed? That's the question. Can the Bullet Club be fixed? And if it can, how would you do it?
Get rid of it. It's done.
As a person who disliked the Bullet Club, I can't fix something that I don't like.
I mean, look, think about this. Think about who is the leader of the real Bullet Club right now.
And what is the concept of the real Bullet Club? What's the concept? Because I view my belief in factions is this. If you need to be in a faction to get over, then you're never over in the beginning. I've said this before.
Prince Devitt, was he over?
All right, so if you go back to the original reason of the Bullet Club,
yes or no? Yes or no? Was he over
in New Japan?
Period.
To ask that question, that means you never watched it.
I didn't.
Exactly.
He was over.
Was AJ over?
He was just a guy, Jin.
Right.
We don't cuss on the show. Was AJ over?
AJ, okay, let's go back. Let's go back because since you're just going to talk randomly about this.
No, I'm talking about leaders of the
AJ only joined the Bullet Club because they had nothing else in America for him, so he had to go over there,
TNA.
Clean up, and get a contract with and prove himself to get a contract with WWE.
Was Cody over?
Cody was not over.
Yes, he was a mid-carder.
Right. All these people went over there, got a T-shirt, and came back to America as an over talent.
Was Evil over?
Oh, now you just
never leader of Bullet Club.
Now, okay, now you're just
now
you're just Googling.
Yeah, he is.
Now.
Evil was part of a storyline, and that's why he
was he over?
No, he wasn't.
No.
Omega, was he over?
Omega is a failed wrestler in WWE, and until he joined Bullet Club, he was not over.
Hey, White, was he over?
No, he was a young boy.
Y'all just gonna say that everybody wasn't over.
They weren't. You never watched Product. Jay White is a young boy. He was the last one of whatever generation.
He had no gimmick. He had
none. He still don't have a gimmick. He still don't. That's the reason why they're like, who are you? If you take away the faction of the person, they're not over. Generation Me, it was never over. They're just two kids who stole Shawn Michaels' gimmick.
And New Age Hardy Boys.
You know what I mean?
Suck. Hardy Boys suck.
But the same thing with the Gun Club. The Gun Club and the Claim was when you had two kids. We had four kids that want to be Road Dogg and Jesse James. So they were like, all right, I'm gonna remember my daddy, and you're gonna remember the other guy, and then we're gonna call it a day. They're just nothing but a 3 Live Crew.
Wow.
Legit. Acclaim is nothing but 3 Live Crew. If you didn't watch the Vince Russo era of TNA, you don't understand why I dislike AEW now. Because all he did was take the book and was like, all right, I'm gonna do all old school TNA stuff, and I'm gonna just shine it up and call it a day.
Bullet Club needs to end. It's got to go. It should have ended with Omega. Like now, it's your rite of passage. If you're leaving, they got to put like David Finlay. David Finlay. No disrespect to David Finlay. David Finlay is the leader of the Bullet Club. Right. He was the tag team partner of Juice Robinson.
Right. And then Juice Robinson think he's over because he want to be the Lunatic Fringe, but he's now Brian Pillman Jr. He stole Brian Pillman's gimmick, and now all of a sudden he one thing he's over. Even though the son looking at him like, you just stole my daddy thing.
Man, his daddy ain't using it, so. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Welcome, Will.
Welcome all. I am your current, reigning, defending, undisputed Ring of Honor world.
You use the more Cesaro. Don't even give me a death with dishonor.
What have I missed?
We was writing on the Bullet Club. You jumped right in.
The Bullet Club, Dark Side of the Ring.
What is Jamal doing?
Bringing out his $1 million championship belt.
You mean the one he bought?
Nope, one bite. It was given to by Ted DiBiase.
He's still on that thing.
He lost enough weight to wear it, so now he want to wear it.
But anyway you look at it, Bullet Club, it's got to go. It's got to die. It's over with. It's done.
Will can bring the positive spin on this. How would you fix the factions of the Bullet Club?
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot there was multiple factions of Bullet Club.
Every promotion has a Bullet Club now.
And just for the folks that don't watch wrestling, the foundational Bullet Club is still in New Japan.
Right. No,
yeah.
No. Hold on.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
No, okay. Chris, you're half right. Chris, you're half right.
Owns the rights to the Bullet Club.
They created the gimmick.
Okay. Paul, okay, let's time out for a second. Everyone's right in some regard. Chris, you're right. At least a few members of the foundation of Bullet Club is still in New Japan. Jamal is right because the main leaders aren't in New Japan anymore. Buddy is right because the faction started in New Japan, so they technically own all the rights. So everyone's right in some regard. As to how to fix it, I'm not okay. Bullet Club ain't gonna die. I'm gonna say that right now. Bullet Club isn't gonna die.
You make too much money.
But what needs to be done is cut back on how many different side projects there are in Bullet Club. Like there's too many different there's too many different branches, and all of them don't interact with each other.
What's up? They don't interact at all with each other. And I can see, and all of them, one, when they don't interact, it's just like, all right, so who is the real Bullet Club?
Sorry to interrupt your broadcast.
I know I just saw balls flying at your head. I didn't know what was going on.
They're coming live from Rolling Out.
Rolling Loud.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounded so Caucasian.
No, it's
Damn.
not Rolling Loud. It's because they're rolling their blunts and they're smoking it out. So yes, Rolling Out.
I thought it was roaring loud, but okay.
You know what? It doesn't matter what it is. Aaron is live with us. Tell us what's going on at the music festival.
He probably won't be on for too long because it's too loud over there.
I honestly can't really hear y'all, so.
Called it.
Boombayé.
Right.
Because it's that loud. It's that loud. It's that
I
loud.
think you
I don't have no headphones then.
doing random drug tests at UPS this week.
Hold
Don't
it.
do that.
But in all honesty, I mean, when you look at the Bullet Club is really like a Gaijin faction.
So it is a Gaijin faction. It's basically meant is most of the members are meant to be foreigners, like not from Japan, not native to Japan. So it makes sense. Granted, it also helps that you have some people in there that's native to Japan that have issues with whatever reason. But I feel
All the
though,
Japanese reference stuff.
what?
Just keep going.
Anyway, but I think cut back on the different branches of Bullet Club because I think that I don't even remember how many different branches there are Bullet Club.
I'll help you.
Hold on.
I'll
Matter of fact, it's enough that each one of us can pick one and say what's wrong with it. You got one in NXT. I mean, you have one in TNA.
Okay, that's ABC. So nothing really wrong with them. They're meant to be more of a tag team than anything else. They're fine. That's ABC.
Ace Austin and Chris.
Ace Austin and Chris Bay. ABC.
Okay, so then you have is two in.
No, it's only one in WWE.
No, hold on.
You got the OC. You got Finn Balor.
No, Judgment Day is not.
Judgment Day is not part of it.
Judgment Day isn't part of Judgment Day isn't Bullet Club. The OC is OC. So their thing is mostly because honestly, the OC was WWE's attempt to do Bullet Club,
right?
And whether he had the Good Brothers with Balor or you had the Good Brothers with AJ, either way they didn't do nothing. That's the problem,
right? Because Vince is not going to put that much effort into something that he didn't create.
Bingo.
Then you have is two in AEW.
Bullet Club Gold. Bullet Club Gold. Now my problem with that one stems from the storyline from New Japan. How you get kicked out of Bullet Club, but you're still Bullet Club? You're supposed to be out of Bullet Club.
Well, I'll help you with that. Didn't AJ get kicked out of Bullet Club?
No. Time out. We're not going there.
Why not?
See, Shell Jamal, let me finish.
Why not?
See, Shell Jamal, let me finish. Anyway, AJ got kicked out, yes. But he made his own faction that wasn't necessary.
Why not? Oh, my bad. I had to mute by accident.
Nigga, fuck you. I said shut up and let me finish.
Hold on, he cooking. Because I gotta reply to that. Go ahead.
Anyway, and then AJ did leave. AJ was kicked out, yes. He went about and mind you, AJ went about his own business before the Good Brothers joined. He made a Bullet Club.
He didn't need a Bullet Club.
Yeah, they made a Bullet Club-esque, but wasn't directly tied to Bullet Club. The closest you can say was directly tied to Bullet Club was when the Good Brothers was with Finn Balor and he made Balor Club.
Mm-hmm.
That is the closest you can get to a tie to Bullet Club, which is even funnier because AJ kicked out Balor.
Exactly. And if you look at AEW, they have the Elite Boys Club, and now they have.
So the thing about the Elite was they was in the midst of a civil war with the rest of Bullet Club, so they technically shouldn't even be in Bullet Club. The only reason they try to, the only reason they even.
Y'all have a good rest of the podcast. I'll probably later.
All right, but this man.
Had to show up real quick, you know.
So you have Bullet Club Wednesday night, and then you have
Bullet
Bullet
Club
Club
Wednesday night.
Saturday night. That's the key to what you said, Will. You got the ones that want to work with CM Punk, and then you got the ones that don't want to work with CM Punk.
So the thing about the Elite is they wasn't even supposed to be in Bullet Club. They was not necessarily brought back, but given like I guess you can say a temporary membership from Jay White because of their interaction with him. But that's weird. But no, wait, let me phrase it. That I believe that happened when Kenny was out. Because realistically, Jay White had issues with Kenny Omega. So it shouldn't make sense as to why the Young Bucks should want to team up with Jay White because they're friends with Kenny and Kenny and Jay White had issues with each other.
This is the reason why AEW got ratings like this.
Yeah, I can answer that question for you, Will, because most people don't follow all of professional wrestling. That's why you can do it.
You got anti CM Punk Bullet Club and you got pro CM Punk Bullet Club.
But now I didn't follow when Finn Balor when Finn came to WWE. Did he get kicked out? Did he get beat out?
Yes, he got kicked out by AJ. AJ kicked him out.
Everyone gets kicked out so they can leave. That's what you get written off.
So if that's the case, how can you continue to be? Because this ain't the NWO. You ain't Bullet Club for life, are you? Is that what? Is that the thing?
Because Dennis Rodman is still part of the NWO.
But so Balor and AJ, they're not Bullet Club. They may have Bullet Club-esque teams, but they're not Bullet Club. So and then Balor has a whole and Balor's a part of a whole different team altogether.
So is Kenny Omega Bullet Club?
Kenny Omega, realistically, none of the Elite should be Bullet Club because and this is one of the problems I had with New Japan. I understand that Elite was leaving, but the Civil War never got an end. It was because there was a civil war between Cody, the Elite, and Hangman. I know nobody hates saying that, but Cody, the Elite, and Hangman, and the rest of Bullet Club.
Cody won.
What you also don't forget? You also forget Adam Cole and Cody had a
no. Adam Cole got kicked out when Marty Scurll came in.
Adam Cole said, "Once you're Bullet Club for life."
Well, Marty Scurll need to stop touching little girls, allegedly.
All
I'm saying is this. I didn't know she was 16.
The true villain. The true villain.
Anyway, but yes.
That's what happened to y'all?
Allegedly.
It was a speaking out movement.
I'm gonna tell you this, okay?
Oh boy.
The way the word sounds when a British person say it is hilarious. It's an awful word. But the way they say it, pedophile. He's a pedophile. That word is hilarious. Horrible meaning.
Okay.
But
that should be their own faction. There's enough of them.
But let's not go in that direction, buddy. Let's not go in that direction.
Now that should be a top 10 list.
No.
Who should be redeemed most?
Macho Man. Damn.
Oh no!
Wow.
No, we were so close. We were so close to having a clean episode.
He didn't try to touch that.
You know who works at it? Grizzly Smith.
I know what that is.
Ooh, Jason Steak Dad. Ooh, his granddaughter's wrestling in NWA now. She's actually good.
Yeah, he was bringing young girls across state lines
and not giving two shits.
Well, this episode took a turn for the worse.
Yeah,
it did.
This not gonna be a clean one. I can't share this one either.
You're like, beep. We can't share none of them. Shit.
That means unless Jamal edits, but that's not happening.
Oh, that's not right.
He doesn't even add hashtags.
That's stupid. No. Y'all are not gonna do that to me because I texted y'all 2 weeks ago asking y'all about a damn description of the show, and none of y'all responded.
Hold up, time out. I did. You didn't like my response.
No, we did. We said
a description of the show.
No. We said website,
not for YouTube.
Right.
That was for YouTube.
No. I literally text you, "Fuck yourself." That's what I text you. That's what I text.
I didn't respond. My wife responded, but I can't remember what she said.
Right here. This is what I text you. This is what I text you right here.
Let me find that. Let me find that message because Jamal on some cocaine shit right now.
Who am I?
Hey, Hey, were you in the locker room in the 80s, Jamal?
Hold up.
He old enough.
Hold up. Chris,
Hey, we're the same
as me.
age.
There you go. I was about to say we're the same age. Oh, it fell off because I had it on I saved it, waiting for y'all to respond. I saved it.
Let me tell you, Dark Side of the Ring, going back to Dark Side of the Ring, it's like totally tortured my childhood memories of wrestling.
That's kind of what happens.
I mean, you gotta embrace it. It is what it is. I value their sacrifice to life.
Yeah. And then one of my favorites is going to be this week. He didn't get the credit that he deserved.
Oh,
Bam Bam Bigelow.
listen, Bam Bam had a real life.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, my wife said it sounds like an 80s cartoon.
Wow, she did that on live. He reread
Yeah,
that
when
one.
Jamal sent that description, she said it sounded like an 80s cartoon. She said that to me. So yeah.
It's too long, man.
No, it's not the fact it's too long. It's just it does sound like something you hear from an early 80s, 90s TV show.
I'm sorry that 3 out of 5 of us was born in the goddamn 80s. My bad.
Before Captain Planet. Wow.
But you know what? That was a great time of cocaine, alcohol, and weed in the locker room.
I mean, Jamal should know that he was doing a lot of cocaine.
And steroids.
Time before internet was always better because let's talk about this. The sensitivity of these wrestlers on Twitter. Get off Twitter. You know, just get off Twitter.
Get off of social media.
Get off of social media. No one cares about your
unless
page.
you go in there to promote something.
Yeah,
exactly.
And most of them are being. Most of the women are thirst traps. It's not even like they're like outside of Rhea Ripley.
All right, what is Jamal doing?
This what we're doing? This what we're doing, huh?
Hold up.
No, the beautiful thing is look at the tabs.
Fallon,
look at the tabs. Always look at the tabs when someone shares. That's how people get
Jamal, put this back up, right? I want you to say out loud what your reaction is. Mind you, I read it before, but what your reaction is. So you ain't gotta see your face. You ain't gotta see your face. Just
damn.
Like I said, this is what Jamal sent us again. Because he had issue.
A good wrestling podcast. It's a thrilling, informative podcast dedicated to provide wrestling enthusiasts with the latest news, analysis, and discussion. Hold on.
Hold up. Go ahead.
Okay.
A Good Wrestling Podcast is a thrilling and informative podcast dedicated to providing a wrestling enthusiast with the latest news and analysis and discussion from the world of professional wrestling.
Analysis.
Hosted by the
latest news analysis
Jamal Goode, along with his knowledgeable co-hosts, Buddy, Aaron, Will, and Chris. This podcast offers a dynamic.
What?
It offers a dynamic and engaging listening experience for wrestling fans. I didn't say Aaron Ross. I said Aaron.
That's how we talk.
I'm sorry. Let's start over. Hosted by a charismatic Jamal Goode, along with his co-host, Buddy, A.A. Ron, Will, Chris, in this podcast.
A.A. Ron. Let me see. He tried to justify?
Yes.
With a deep passion for the sport, Jamal. Oh my God!
I asked anybody to come up with a better tagline.
Where did Buddy go?
He blacked out because we was talking about a great description of the podcast.
Listen, all I asked for you to do.
Fuck you, Jamal. That's my description.
You know, all I asked for you to do, Jamal, was just add some hashtags. That's all. Or some tags.
Okay. Look.
You are doing the Republican right now.
There's nothing wrong with the description.
The fourth wall down again.
Here we go.
Give me this fourth wall shit.
Wait, is he trying to defend his
fourth wall? We are saying that Jamal doesn't put that much effort into the show. So
we didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
Time out. So what did Jamal do? Jamal
Is
took
this
the
now casting
podcast.
session? Is
little-
this
Hold on, wait.
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
this is my gimmick.
This
Okay,
is the third,
this
the
is
third, you know something, how about
this
this?
is
How
what we're
about
doing
this?
this season.
I'm out.
This is what we're doing this season. Okay, so go ahead. I'll take for a breakdown portion of the show. Okay,
Is he good?
we talked about Jamal not putting
all I'm
into
saying,
the show.
is this. All
Hold
we
on,
asked for
hold
is a couple,
on,
one or
hold
two
on.
hashtags. That's all we asked.
Mute your ass. Mute your ass. Mute your ass. Okay, now
This is your conscience.
haters
This is
haters
your
are gonna
conscience.
hate.
This is your
I'm
conscience.
trying to develop the
All we-
show and put
This
us
is
in
your
the
conscience.
podcast
We have 2
area.
hours. We have
And
2
no,
hours to talk about
motherfuckers
wrestling.
still hating. Y'all went off on a tangent.
You and your emotional imbalance is not what
Ain't
we're
no
talking about
emotional
here.
imbalance.
This is what happens when fat people get hungry. If you're hungry,
It's
say
after
you're
8
hungry.
o'clock. I'm not hungry at 8
You know?
o'clock.
Yo, my
Yo,
face hurts.
what the hell is going on right now?
This is Jamal's stomach. I'm hungry,
Stomach these.
and all I'm saying is, I'm hungry.
Go fuck yourself. Anyway, let's talk more about wrestling. I gotta take it out on my shit.
God damn, this is turned to a metrosexual show.
Okay,
Those shooting glasses.
I can't.
You going to the range?
No, I
he's
can't. The screen. The screen.
Called
Oh,
pre-diabetics. Pre-diabetes.
So
Okay, where was he at?
the segment with the tribal chief and the soon-to-be tribal chief.
Just go watch Hobbs and Shaw, and you'll see what the match will look like. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, so when Jay had mentioned tribal combat, I was trying to contemplate. I was trying to understand what was going on, and when I saw Roman take the thing around his neck off, I was like, wait, is he fighting not just for the championship but for the title of tribal chief? And then Chris, I think you just want to say yes, that's exactly what's happening.
We know
What was
how it's
Buddy
going to
wanting?
end. Roman's going to win.
I mean, yeah, we not expecting Jay to beat Roman for the championship, much less the title of tribal chief. It's just an interesting idea, though.
Where else did we go at with the what's the show I'm trying to say? With the as the Samoan turns. How
As Samoan turns, what the?
again, you weren't born in the 80s, so you don't know about As the World Turns.
I know enough about. No, my grandma was
Oh,
watching on a regular
okay.
basis, so
Okay.
still.
All right.
That's how we all know.
So
We did before cable.
see now, before I
have
said that,
options.
I looked at Buddy's reaction and Chris's reaction, and they knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about. That's why I said, I do it. But anyway,
I like how you
Where
just
we-
kind of disregard me, like I don't know some things.
he's
Yeah,
born
damn.
in the 90s. Anyway,
I was born in
so-
'89. I grew up in the '90s.
Same difference.
Fuck off.
The show's still on now. Again, we're tangent on something that we're not supposed to talk about. You know how it's going to end.
No,
You know how it's
you know
going to
what?
end.
You want me to try back to
Roman
the
is
stories?
going to win. Hold on.
I'm
Let's
gonna
do it like this. Roman's going to win. That's it. That's the storyline. The storyline for Roman is he's going to self-destruct to turn the face. He's going to drop the belt. Something's going to happen. He's going to drop the belt. The
I think
question
he's
is who he's going to drop the belt to.
I think he's going to probably lose a title of tribal chief to Solo, because you saw Solo was looking at that the what's the name Roman had, and then
Right.
Roman looked at him like, "What the fuck?"
So can I just say this?
Go ahead.
When are the Samoans going to be original? Outside of Jacob Fatu, when are the Samoans going to
That's racist.
Umaga's son is using the Samoan spike.
Okay. Let's roll it all the way back. That's like a
Umaga
hard guy
can't
using
use
a
it.
sharpshooter.
Umaga can't use it.
And I'm out.
So
Hey, yo, what?
but hold up. Let's talk about Chris Benoit and his son. Oh, we come right back. See that? Look at that.
Okay.
Because he like, I'm so big, you actually acknowledge
But-
my daddy.
It's like they only know the Samoan, the splash,
Splash, Samoan Spike, Samoan Driver, or Samoan Drop.
Samoan drop.
I just thought about that. Why ain't nobody use Rikishi's finisher?
Which
He's
one?
probably still using it.
The Samoan Driver.
They do,
They do. The
Well,
one where
it's
he
not
dropped on
used
your head.
but it's not used as a finisher. You got to watch
He's-
all 20 of them.
It's
to
like 90
realize-
million of them joints. They out there somewhere. Somebody using that shit.
You know who didn't make one yet? Naomi.
I thought you was gonna say Yokozuna. Oh,
Roddy got kids.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he
Roddy-
did.
Somebody got
They're
a
not
split.
wrestlers.
Yeah, they just
And
football
not all,
players.
not everyone from the Anoa'i family is a wrestler. Someone do other stuff.
See, let's talk about that family. And I say, if it's 20 of them, why don't AEW has one?
Who
They got Samoa Joe.
He not real
Samoa
Samoan.
Joe's not part of the Anoa'i family. That's what Buddy's talking about.
He's not real Samoan.
He
was-
Nigga Pete is not a real Samoan.
See, well,
Caucasian-
we called that
Caucasian
alley-oop,
Jake.
bro, because I knew he was gonna say that. So I just
Caucasian Jake is not like,
shut up, Buddy. Damn.
you know what I mean?
So he's like Abdullah the Butcher from cartoon
Exactly.
Sudan when he's running from
Exactly. He's walking around being prideful, becoming Caucasian Jake. No.
That
No.
yo, if wrestling turned up with that name, yo,
Anyway,
that's classic, yo.
anyway, yes. There's no member of the Anoa'i family in AEW or New Japan, to be honest.
Who's in AEW with some other Samoan tribe?
Samoa Joe?
From the Anoa'i family? Nobody.
No,
as
Buddy
far as
said there's one in AEW. Who's the Samoan that's in AEW?
No, the Samoan in AEW is Samoa Joe. He's Polynesian, so that's still technically Samoan. Yeah.
What about the cat that's a part of the that's in ROH? I know one of them like an African prince. The other one,
Prince
Nana.
That's not Samoan.
No,
Nana.
the one that's part of the 6-man tag champs.
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, I don't think he's part of the Anoa'i family.
He's a cousin. He's a distant cousin. He's a cousin like what's
Like
that people name?
what you call it, the boys from New Japan,
Yeah.
Tongaloa.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I can't wait till they do the story on Ming. I can't wait to see Dark Side of the Ring do his story when he bit that dude's nose off.
Mm-hmm.
I asked, what did you mean? And you just.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out.
And y'all, I guess the wives don't understand the live recording, huh?
What we have? Mixed vegetables and what else?
Okay. All right. So what is his name? What is the dude? That hurt Big E?
Let's do mixed vegetables. It's already open anyway, so.
What's the guy name that hurt Big E?
Oh, what is his name? He's part of the Brawling Brutes.
Wait, who? Wait, what I miss?
What's the guy's name that hurt Big E?
Oh, Rich Holland.
He's not coming back. He's done.
What are you talking about? No, he's coming back.
He might be up for retirement. He's talking about retiring because the second person he hurt. And,
Well,
That's because Twitter kept threatening him.
I was reading an article where the WWE might not be bringing back Big E.
No, I don't think Big E want to come back anyway.
I think he does. He's
Well,
gonna be on
well-
that Daniel Bryan stuff.
Well, no. Well, Biggie said if this is the end of his career, he doesn't mind being a producer.
Yeah, I mean Big E, like he into that. He's smart. He not hurting his body.
Let me ask you this, Jamal. What else is there for him to accomplish?
Multi-time world tag team champion, Money in the Bank winner, world champion. Aside from former NXT champion, aside from winning the Royal Rumble and main event to Mania, not much.
Get an IC run, a US championship run. Complete the whole catalog. Let's go.
No,
Biggie had IC title run.
Get a US championship run.
he's had mid card belts. I mean, being a Grand Slam champion, yeah, but
That's the one.
but who cares? They don't care.
I do.
I mean,
I don't care about your.
in all
I don't care about
honesty,
your health.
I would
Wow.
I wouldn't
I
mind
want
him
you to
being
wrestle.
a
I
manager.
want to see you on an ice cream bar. That's it.
What?
That's all I want.
He would be a good mouthpiece. Pause. But
Wait.
Okay, so Biggie's a former WWE champion, former NXT champion, former Intercontinental champion, former multi-time tag team champion, winner of the SmackDown Tag Team Championship tournament, Money in the Bank, the 33rd the 33rd Triple Crown champion. Yeah, the only title he didn't win is the United States Championship, and he hasn't won a Royal Rumble, nor has he main event of WrestleMania. But at that point, that's up to Big E if he wants to. If he did come back, would he want that? And Big E probably doesn't really care that much. Like if he's already talking about, hey, I'll be a producer or I'll be a trainer, I think Big E doesn't care no more.
Big E is not a draw, and he knows he's not a draw.
Well, okay, Big E by himself may not be a draw. Big E with the New Day is.
But all the New Day
All
are
except Woods.
I think with Kofi, the reason why I think Daniel Bryan is what pushed. I
Daniel
don't know.
Bryan's will help Kofi. Well, no, it's twofold. Not only is so half is Daniel Bryan, doing for him what was done to him, helping him out. Two, Kofi's been there long enough to be popular enough to get that kind of a push. So it's twofold. The one problem I have though, and I think it was said by a couple of different people. I believe The Miz was one of them. I could be wrong. But when fan favorites, and part of it is booking, but other half is when fan favorites get the belts, the fans turn on them. I know part of it is booking, but that's not the point though.
no people want the chase, but as soon as the chase is over, they just like, all right, I'm moving on.
Yeah,
That's the problem. That's gonna be the problem with LA Knight. As soon as LA Knight becomes champion, everybody's gonna turn on him.
Yeah, in all honesty, and that's what I put in our text chat.
Becky said it. Becky's the one who said it.
People forget. Remember Seth's run where he was just like losing everything?
Oh, yeah. Seth was losing a lot.
But he was still putting on quality matches. It's still power in the guy who loses than the guy who wins. Because to Buddy's point, people are going to get tired of a face. And when you get tired, that's when they boo him. And then it's like, all right, do we keep pushing him as a face or do we turn him? And
so the wrestling as a whole is fickle in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, we want faces to win. But on the other hand, I'm not saying this for myself, but when faces win, they tend to get booed after a good while. And so I do firmly believe part of it is how they're booked, because Kofi's run could have been better, and the less said about him getting squashed by Brock Lesnar, the better.
Hey, don't talk about my brother.
I'm gonna talk about Brock Lesnar all I want. the Big E's run could have been better. That being said, yes, there is this weird obsession with people wanting the chase, and then once the chase ends, people get bored. But then comes a problem. Is like okay, so it's kind of for me, this kind of I'm gonna use Oscar as an example. It's kind of an Oscar issue. So, and yes, this is probably more from two different audiences in the process, because NXT Oscar, there was no booing. People liked her. But main roster Oscar, not only was the chase not seem worth it, and even when she won the championship, it was kind of her run wasn't all that good. Even her run now is overshadowed by Charlotte and Bianca.
Well, the thing with old NXT, when they were in Full Sail, I'm just gonna say Full Sail NXT. Those,
or we could say the real NXT. Go ahead.
That was,
or you can just say
those
Black
were
and Gold.
real wrestling fans that were there. True wrestling fans. What we see now, it's not the same. But to your point, Will, I would definitely say, I look at somebody like Dolph Ziggler. Dolph was the man back then. He's only held a belt twice, been world champion.
Yeah,
once.
No, I think
3 times.
But remember, Dolph was like the dude, and everybody's like, why do they keep burying him? But the one thing that we don't know behind the scenes is what these wrestlers want, because some of these wrestlers don't want.
That is true.
They don't want it. They're like, hey, I'm good. That
was the case of Eddie Guerrero after he won this championship.
And Chris, once they got it, they're like, yeah, I don't want this much attention, because they're always on.
Yeah, that you're always on. You have to do media. You have to. I mean, you have to carry the company. Nobody wants that type of weight.
You have to carry the belt everywhere you go. Also,
Yeah. So when you look at it, a lot of these guys are like, hey,
I apologize. Nicholas was the world champion twice.
yeah.
I said twice.
Yeah, I said I apologize. I thought it was only
I
once.
thought it was 3 times.
No, it was only twice.
He held the world championship. Nicholas held the world championship twice. He held the NXT championship once.
Yeah,
and
but the world championship, that was when he was on SmackDown on Raw?
No, one was Raw. One was Raw. His first championship he cashed in on. He cashed in his money in the bank on Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah,
that was on Raw. The second one, and that run ended sometime after he got a concussion, thanks to Jack Swagger. His second run was given to him via Vicky Guerrero doing the storyline with Edge, and that didn't even last a night. It lasted one match, and he lost it.
Yeah. But we got to remember that how injury prone he is also.
Yeah,
that is another unfortunate side effect of
because the zigzag is nothing but a concussion.
Yeah, it is if you don't fall right.
Right.
Yeah. What I gotta say? Why was that his original finisher? I understand trying to be different, but goddamn.
I mean,
every time he did it, right? He had.
You got to think about how many finishes he's had. The famouser, he's had the zigzag, he's had the sleeper, he's had the didn't he have the figure 4 at one time, or was
no, it was Miz.
Wait, that Miz had figure 4.
Right.
Ziggler had the zigzag, the super kick, the famouser, and the sleeper.
Right.
Yeah. The great thing about Dolph, he's a great worker, and he's kind of like Shawn Michaels without the fanfare.
His brother's in AEW.
We know that.
Ryan Nemeth.
Yeah.
Nick and Ryan Nemeth.
Yeah.
Nicholas.
He's come a long way since the what was it? What was the name of that group? The Witch Caller Squad?
The
Spirit Squad? Yeah.
And cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
Hold on.
And now a lot of these guys are like, hey, if WWE is going to pay me $1.5 million, 500, 750K, and I can still do my stuff on the side like comedy.
What's the dude? What's the big black dude that fell out of the ring? Titus. Yes, prime example of getting money.
Yeah, he's a great face for the company. He's a black man.
Yeah, he's a positive influence to the black community.
Yeah,
except for the night that he tripped coming down to the ring.
And no one else let that shit down.
But he was amazing on the mic.
Titus Worldwide should have been a thing.
That could have been a decent mid-card run for them, especially Apollo, but it just didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, fuck that fraction.
Well, that's because the great Vince doesn't understand us. He only stands our women.
God damn it! I knew you was going there.
Okay, what else happened in wrestling?
Let's see. So since you mentioned SmackDown, do you already know about how Dominic screwed over Wesley?
Yeah, we talked about Dominic being
the greatest North American champion, Dominic Guerrero.
Wow, that's weird coming from Jamal.
That's because he doesn't like his dad, and he thinks Eddie's his father.
I love his dad. His dad is a great wrestler. His dad passed away in the early 2000s.
Oh, you talking about the one that people will act like his dad?
He looks like him. He looks just like
Jamal. I'm gonna need you to put that cocaine down for about 5 minutes.
Guerrero.
Mysterio.
No, I didn't say Rey Mysterio.
You talking about Dominic Mysterio? Anyway, not important. Not important. Anyway,
his uncle is
not important. Not important. Anyway,
it's relevant to the conversation. What are you talking about?
It's not relevant. No, it's relevant to your head canon, but again, not important.
Watch this. Watch this. Ready? How many people think that that's Eddie's son? Raise your hand. Okay, so that's 3 out of 4. Go ahead.
3. We see 3. I see 2.
Chris' hand just didn't go above the screen. It's okay.
Chris laughter alone is was like, I cannot
Right.
jeopardize my life skills to be ignorant like y'all.
Anyway, back to the point. Shit, what happened on NXT? I know they. Oh yeah, apparently we're gonna have a triple threat match. Not triple threat. 6-man tag between the Trick Mellow Gang and Ela Dragunov against Schism next week.
I still don't understand why you're pushing these guys. And
Who's Schism or Trick Mellow?
Schism or the Dyad. They want to leave.
The Dyad with the tag team. Schism's the entire group. They wanted to leave, but just they wasn't granted their release. So I guess I got to do
and I'll be
something.
honest, at least they're not burying them. I give them credit for that.
At least get them something to do, which is far more than I can say for Reggie. What the
It goes back to this. What do you want to do to succeed? Hey, you're burning me, but you're on TV every week.
Like I'm gonna be honest. When they went against the Creed brothers, I was like, oh, I guess this is their way to get out. And when they won, I'm like, oh, that was surprising. Endure that contract
because they have plans for them. It was like, we have a plan for you. We just need you to stay focused. Them going to TNA because everybody can't get hired by AEW. Everybody can't get hired.
But why?
They already seeking Trent.
But in all honesty, if I'm a wrestler, I'm a big fish. Like, if I'm a big fish, I would want. I mean, AEW gives you the TV platform, but in all honesty, you're going to get booked horrible.
I mean, it's not
somewhere like TNA.
Let's talk about this. Until they release the numbers for TNA, I am not going to say that they don't get the same amount of ratings as AEW. Because they don't release TNA, they don't release TNA numbers.
Well, at least not anymore, anyway. I mean, ever since they moved to Access TV, you haven't heard nothing about their numbers.
I don't think they care.
Neither do Warner Brothers. But you see them changing the rules of AEW now. If you want to be a big time TV, you cannot have the shenanigans of those matches.
I know. So at the Great American Bash, we have 2 confirmed matches. I think 3, but I might be missing that. No, 3. Okay, not my fault. 3 confirmed matches. One is the NXT Women's Championship match between Thea and Tiffany in a submission match. One between the D'Angelo family versus Gallus Boys for the tag team titles, and one between Mello and Dragunov for the NXT Championship. I still don't know what they're going to do for the North American Championship because that match is scrapped since Wesley lost.
It'll be a triple threat.
Possibly, but Great American Bash is coming up real quick. I believe it's this weekend. No,
like
next weekend coming up.
Like Buddy said, you got to have ratings. So having a main roster guy.
I mean, it was ratings. I'll give you that. But again, if you're going to do a triple threat match, you might want to get on that.
I mean, think about it.
Or not, let's just a rematch.
Yeah.
That could be another thing.
They need eyes to their product, and they're doing it. Slowly and surely, people are coming down to NXT, showing them showing more people to watch them.
I'm interested in how they bring the creeds up. And
who would you team with?
If I were to, you could package them with Braun.
No.
And have them take out the Alpha Academy.
No, bad idea.
No, you put them with the Alpha Academy.
I mean, that might make more sense. But right now, the Creeds are still in NXT.
No, they're not. They're gone.
Yes, they also in NXT.
The whole stipulation was them leaving.
That was the whole stipulation, but they're still there.
Because they got masks on now.
Yes. If you watch the NXT product and every time you see the Schism come up in the backstage segment, if you pay attention, you see 2 of them, or at least one of them, looking a little more off than the others. That's the Creeds.
Okay. They like it. I love it.
Buddy, look up.
We're live, and this guy conducting a phone call. Who does that?
Whole phone
Joe.
call. Whole phone call.
Yeah.
Joe Budden at his best.
I know we live. I'm the fucking host. I'm on the phone with my cousin. Y'all keep talking. Y'all doing a good job. It's okay.
When you send it to voicemail,
So, I
I'll
mean-
hit you up after we're done.
I mean, overall, I look at the product of NXT and I see the direction they're trying to do. They have a direction. It's just more or less like hopefully they fulfill what they're trying to do with it.
The problem that NXT has is that they, with their homegrown talent, they don't have indie people to fuse it together. And that's the problem that they have. They need to find, and that I blame it on Vince, because Vince had that edict, like, hey, we're not bringing any more indie wrestlers in. And
Like I get Vince's idea of wanting no indie wrestlers because like Buddy said, indie wrestling shenanigans. However, having indie wrestlers with homegrown talent could balance out the product because instead we have all homegrown talent, people are going to notice how they're really green. Whereas we had some indie talent, that especially some good workers, then they can work with a new talent.
yeah, it's the blind leading the blind, unfortunately.
I mean, but one, it's not really blind leading the blind. It's more or less this is how I look at it. You got indie talent with bad habits. They're teaching the new people bad habits.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
So
point.
it's like, stop doing what I tell you not to do. And then you think you're over. I look at wrestling like I look at casting a movie. WWE is a big production of movie. You created a character that I have to fit your character into my story, and not the other way around. WWE was always all right, we have this character for you. We need you to play this role. Hey, I don't like that role. Then you can't be here. I need this type of role. You know what I mean? And that's one of the problems that doesn't translate with the indie wrestlers, because all right, I created this own role for me. Hey, can this match what you got? No, it can't.
That's why Brian Cage will never be in WWE, because he wants to be a cruiserweight with a meathead body. He will never be in WWE.
And I'll say this: we've met him several times. He's a really, really nice person. But when he was tagging with LA Knight back in 10 years ago, he was half the size. And that's not just push-ups and sit-ups that you're doing. You know what I mean? And even with like what you said, allegedly, even what you said before with the role that he plays, you got to pick your challenge. Are you going to be a power guy or are you going to be a luchador?
Yeah. Because the only way he can get off the stuff that he gets off is against small guys.
Exactly. Because when because I'm taller than him. I'm 6'5". I mean, I'm 6'3". So he's short. And that's one of the problems.
He was trained by one of Jamal's favorites, Chris Kanyon.
Oh, I was really about to say the nigga gay. I was really about to say that. I mean, he is. He was. He's dead now. But I was about to say that was the first thing that was popping in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Pause.
It's not a pause. He was gay. He was legit.
No, you
The
said
first
something popped
one.
in your mouth. Pause.
Pop out of my mouth? Not in my mouth. Oh, y'all blacking out because look, that's
Jamal
crazy.
being
Y'all.
Jamal.
All I said was Chris Kanyon was gay. He was gay. It's a known, not a known unknown.
Anyway.
No,
Anyway.
what was your line that you used to say when we were growing up
I don't know what.
about Chris Kanyon? You know what his tagline was? Who's better than Kanyon?
Nobody.
But you used to say something.
What I used to say?
Who's
Text
Kanyon?
me. Text me.
All right, I'll do
Text
that.
me. Oh, I get it. I remember. Never mind. I ain't saying that shit.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
saying that, yeah. The internet
Pat Patterson, answer that question. There you go.
The internet says that Brian Cage is 6 foot. He's not. I'll give him 5'9".
I'm
Maybe
5'9".
5'10".
I'm 5'10".
Maybe
Sorry.
5'10". And y'all were looking eye to eye. And that was back there.
I don't remember.
But people but to your point, the WWE system would tell Chris Kanyon, Lord have mercy, Brian Cage, where you're not going to be, we'll put you in some ham and eggers like James Ellsworth to make you look like a unstoppable big man. But after that, you're not doing all that luchador stuff. You're gonna be going against strong guys. You Sheamus and guys like that, and you got to try to put that stuff over.
Because apparently, apparently him, Power Hobbs, and Ricky Starks should be all the same height until they stand next to each other.
But yeah, Powerhouse is taller than Cage.
They said that he's 6'1", Brian Cage is listed as 6 foot, and Ricky Starks is 6 foot. When they all stand next to each other, they're not 6 foot. Can't trust everything off the internet.
How tall is Wardlow?
I can't do nothing. This is horrible. Oh my God.
Isn't Wardlow like 6 foot something?
Yeah.
I can believe that though.
6'2". And him standing next to all of them, they're not the same height.
No.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, then again, I kind of said the same thing about Adam Cole until I met him in person.
You mean Adam Cole looks like the guy we go to work with.
No, what I'm saying, I thought Adam Cole was tall until I met him in person.
Adam Cole looks like a tech support guy.
Well, you gotta say you have a bigger body than Adam Cole, baby. Pause.
That's not a pause. Why are we pausing?
Because Will is bigger than Adam Cole.
Pause.
Who said pause? Why are we saying pause?
Because when they compare each other style by side, we see the video. Will was like, "I'm the real baby." Pause.
Why are we pausing? Nothing you're saying is gay. Nothing.
Because when Will was standing there holding whatever he was holding in the video,
it was my NXT. No, it was a video. It was a picture.
Larger.
It was my NXT championship.
Chris.
It was my NXT championship that got signed.
And he was like, "Can you please give us the same treatment as they did the Divas Championship?" He was like, "Wait on it.
We're doing.
Hold on, baby.
I see what we're doing. Okay, I get it now.
Me and him is taller than Adam Cole.
You're saying stuff now that we have to say pause to because it sounds like it's a little on the other side. I get it.
They were holding their titles together. They were like, "Let me show you mine. You show me yours." They were like, "Hey, baby." That's all I'm gonna say.
I understand. You know, now. I pause. I get it now. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay,
I don't understand what you're saying. Come on, buddy, just keep talking.
You went with it. Shit. Pause.
Well, what? I mean, if I whip mine out, he got to jump and touch it.
Pause.
Pause.
Now, what else?
Where are we going? Where are we going? Can you guys ask me this question?
What's the question?
Where's the Velveteen Dream?
Running for the cops?
Less to the market.
He done.
Less to the market.
I have never seen a guy who thought he was. I mean, he was semi over, but his fall from grace has been crazy.
He got and that's the thing. Once you get,
we need to do a
allegations.
List. We need to do a top 10 list of allegations wrestlers.
Once you get allegations, you can't come back, bro. That's a wrap. That's done.
All he wanted to see was the man's meat. Pause. That's all he wanted to do.
Right. And then when he was like, "Hey man, you show me yours, can I see mine?" Pause. You know what I mean? Speaking of somebody looking like somebody else's meat, the NWA Hard Time 35. It doesn't matter. EC3 will be going up against Tyrus, and hopefully Tyrus finally dropped that belt so that a real champion can get it, because he's been horrible.
Well, Billy Corgan seems to think having that belt on him, that, in all honesty, business-wise, I would keep the belt on him because you always want to see who's going to be a guy that's going to take it off of him.
I mean, it worked for Roman.
And it's going to keep working until he beats Hogan's record. They're gonna drag this Samoan thing out like nobody's business.
I mean, they need somebody who's gonna take over from Hogan. Like, you can't every time you Google it, he pops up and say like something else.
Yeah, we know he's never gonna touch Bruno.
Samantino?
He's never gonna touch Bruno.
He's never gonna touch Bob.
That was like
we don't talk about him. What are y'all talking about?
And then Bob
Backlund? Bruno's
I mean-
coming too?
Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
But Bob Backlund, in all honesty, never lost the belt, but here nor there. But Roman's not gonna hold that belt for no 2,100 days. That's crazy.
Nah.
It's just who will he lose it to?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't say this earlier. Fuck Leo Rush.
Wow.
Wow.
You will not disrespect Leo.
Where did that come from?
You will not disrespect the man of the hour.
He is a coon. Capital C.
Wow.
Really?
We weren't even talking about him. You just randomly just started talking about him. Like,
Oh no, because I looked up.
That's like
I looked
she
up.
just was like randomly like say fuck up.
No.
I'm like, yo, we talking about shoes.
I looked up Patrick Clark, and it said Patrick Clark and Leo Rush were MCW Tag Team Champions. So I had to reiterate that. Fuck Leo Rush.
I think Leo Rush would beat the brakes off of you.
I
Jamal,
will
you
clip
good
his
over
little
there?
ass. I'm sorry. Lionel. That's his name.
No, he's
Lionel.
called the Wild. Isn't he like the Wild Child or something?
His name is
The
Lionel.
bad child, yeah.
No, he's a coon. He is like Cartman,
Jamal, you good over there?
the Coon and Friends. He is a coon.
But in all honesty, where's Patrick Clark?
I just said it. He was last time he was arrested in 2022 with drugs. That's what it says.
What kind of drugs?
In
I think
August,
it's like weed and some other
They
shit.
were PKs.
and
Everybody's
hold
got
on,
them.
hold on. In August of 2022, Clark was arrested twice in Florida. On August the 20th, he was arrested on charges of first-degree battery and trespassing on the property after a warning, to which pleaded not guilty. He was arrested 6 days later on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia. The battery and trespassing charges were dropped the following month. That's it.
So AEW doesn't want him. TNA doesn't want him. MLW doesn't want him.
He's dangerous right now. I wouldn't touch him.
MCW, not even his home. MCW don't even want to touch him. That's crazy. I bet you he's fat and out of shape.
I doubt it.
I mean, I say he should go to Japan. We'll go down to Mexico. If you go to Mexico, you may not be able to be seen again.
I mean, in all honesty, he was still a sloppy wrestler. In all of his greatness, he was a sloppy wrestler. He had a lot of botches in his matches.
I mean, he was still young. I mean, he got in trouble like 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was real young. I'm not gonna try to completely bargain, but
Like he was more of a character than a wrestler than anything else.
yeah.
But he fitted that Prince androgynous.
He was this generation's Goldust.
Yes. The
Yeah.
problem is with the other Goldust, drugs was a part of it.
Nah, it was messed up because his wife. She messed him up.
No,
I mean, for allegedly with New Jack, I mean, if you watch his thing, she like eating ass.
Wow. That's the thing now. That's what people do.
I mean, she was the only one who was cool. He said allegedly
I
that
didn't
she
see nothing
used to
allegedly.
spread his butt cheeks open and go to town with that brown eye.
my God.
I didn't say it. New Jack said it. New Jack said it. New Jack was breaking that.
Not you got quotes.
Yeah, New Jack was the last of the cocaine era in wrestling.
Legit. He was the last of cocaine and the introduction to the fentanyl era.
All right.
Oh, that's the line?
What?
Fentanyl.
Are we done, Jamal? Or are we still going?
Anything else to talk about?
Nah, I'm good.
What's the next pay-per-view coming up?
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam's coming up soon.
And All Out.
I'm not talking about all out. Bobby's trying to reform a Negro team. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I
Bobby
noticed
Lee-
that.
What Street Profits? I heard.
Street
Yeah.
Profits and Trickamello.
Didn't I talk about this last week?
No, that was
What do
the
you mean,
new the new thing started up with him.
I don't
What do
want.
you mean
some-
no?
I
He
don't
got
want
some new
Trick.
Negroes.
Yeah,
He
you
got
ain't think
some
I
new
heard you.
Negroes. He got some new Negroes.
I
am
don't
still on
want
podcast.
Trick
I'm
Williams
multitasking.
anywhere near anything. If you talk about the epitome of cooning and buffooning, he is the poster child.
For Bobby?
Again,
No,
Talking about Trick.
Carbon
Trick.
and Coon and Friends.
Oh no, I ain't even talking about Trick.
Now Mello is the black Shawn Michaels.
But like I told you, you get Mellow, you get Trick.
No, we don't have to keep Trick where he belongs.
Tell them that. They anyway.
And then
So yeah, SummerSlam is August 5th.
August 5th,
That's-
is that soon?
Yeah.
It's the end of the summer, baby.
I thought it was like around the 20s. I didn't know it was that soon.
Nope.
And allegedly, Ray is supposed to be popping up at SummerSlam.
Allegedly. I don't know. I don't care much about allegedly until something actually happens. And so far, officially, we have 4 matches. Cody Rollins, Cody Lesnar, Rollins Balor, the triple threat match for the women's championship, and Roman and Jey.
Why it look like that?
How y'all feel about what's his guy name? I want the feud to end. Cody versus Brock. I don't care if they don't have a reason why it's Brock. Brock just rolls over and says, I just want to fight you today.
That is a dumb feud. I still don't understand. In
It's
all
Brock.
honesty, I really want to see Bobby and Brock like have a real like. I know Brock can't go do a 30-minute like classic match anymore, but I really would love to see like Brock and Bobby have a legit wrestling match.
The problem is Brock is not. He don't like losing the Negroes. So
Pretty much.
his
He beat
thing
all
is,
of the champions. All of them.
So as soon as
All
you
of
get
them.
about, he like, all right, it's time for the Negro killer to come out.
Not the Negro killer.
But he never really beat Bobby, right? It was a disqualification. And
That's
then,
because Bobby is
No.
not going to let him
Every-
win clean.
Every black champion in history of the WWE was beaten by Brock.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
Well, maybe not every black champion, but
not
Name one
Mark Henry.
world
World-
champion.
John Cena.
World champion.
but he's still a champion.
He beat world
Are
champion.
you talking about WWE champion?
Yes.
WWE world champion.
The
That was only
recent,
There's only been Kofi. It's
No,
been
Kofi's African. He's
Dwayne,
not black.
who had dark skin. Kofi, Dwayne, and
Dwayne's not black.
50,
we're not
A
going to
mutt.
do that. We're not going to be the gatekeepers of who called each other Negroes, because we're not going to be that type of person.
Where
You
is
sure with that? Because that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Only
I'm just saying
people,
the fact.
the only person that I say is not allowed to use that is Samoa Joe.
So you're still gatekeeping.
Caucasian Jake?
Yeah.
Jesus, tap dancing fuck.
Wait till I make the t-shirt.
Jesus, tap dancing ninja. Jesus, tap dancing ninja Christ. What is wrong with y'all?
I got you, buddy. Give me a second. I got you.
I'm just getting an idea together. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be on there.
I got you. Hold on. I got you.
And you only can be half white, so you gotta be half white and half black, and you're gonna be called Caucasian Jake.
Caucasian Jake.
I need a light skin. I need a real light skin wrestler. To be
That's
like,
Jake.
I'm light skin.
That's Juice Robinson. I'm still
Huh?
trying to figure out what Juice is.
You talking about Rock Hard Juice Robinson? Pause.
It's the guy from State Farm.
Oh,
Rock. Hard Juice.
Yo, buddy, why your eyes jump up like that?
Because the moment you're looking at pictures, I'm like, I'm not
Only
doing it.
one of them works. That's why.
Oh my god.
That's why I hate you, Jamal.
I'm sorry. We're not going to recognize if we see that.
No, I don't.
Ah,
I
fuck
only
it.
see half of it.
There you go.
Jamal doing like it's like he's concocting something. It
Huh?
look like you concocted something real
I'm
crazy.
about to make this shirt for Buddy real quick.
What? You know what? I think we're done for the week. Unless we got something else to talk about.
I know you fellas don't follow boxing, but it's going to be an amazing boxing match this upcoming
Boxing
Saturday.
sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Which
Earl
one's
Spence
better,
versus
MMA or
Bud.
boxing?
Boxing.
I like watching international boxing, or I like watching you gotta fight for food. That's why I enjoy
Speaking
it. Like
of
Muay
which,
Thai.
since you're a boxing fan, there is a AI out there that's been judging boxing much better than the current refs in boxing. Much
I mean,
better.
judges
Judges,
how much you watch
Me too. Yeah, if they suck, and I hate the fact that MMA uses boxing judges as well. I hate that.
Well, it's called a commission, Jamal. You got to follow what the commission says.
Fuck the commission.
Okay, well, you're
No,
not.
the real commission would have been Jay-Z and Biggie, but they're not here no more. So,
And Charlie Baltimore.
was she part of them?
Yes, she was.
Randy Baltimore's like Simone Joe. She's not ready for Baltimore.
But she'll tell you she's straight Philly. You listen to her talk. She's 100% Philly.
She should be Philly Jane.
What are you doing, man?
For me?
Yes, you look like you have.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up, B.
I told you I was. Hold on. What are y'all?
No one cares, Jamal. We understood what you were saying, but no one cares.
So
No,
that concludes another episode of the Good Wrestling Podcast. I want to thank you for joining us this week. I have been your host, Jamal.
I am the
Goode.
Russell Apostle.
Yeah, again, hold on. Where's my sign?
You always say my name. Holla at me at MCW Blues on Twitter.
Anyway, about my outro, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and follow me on the TikToks. I just signed up today. The boys in there. Bomb on shit. I've had the pleasure of being with guests today. Buddy, I'm saving you for last, dipshit. Will, thank you for joining us today.
I don't get paid enough for this. Follow me.
You don't get paid at all.
Shut up!
All community service.
Shut up! Follow me at Rage Zito on Twitter. Check out my Instagram, Zito Geek. My Twitch is twitch.tv/ZitoBlade. I'm gonna shoot myself because I don't get paid enough for this. Hold on, is that a fuck you, William Jamal? Jamal, go burn it out, you cocksucking cunt.
I want to thank you, Chris, for joining us today on this episode of Good Wrestling Podcast. Thank you, sir.
My gosh, I don't know what I'm stuck into, but you can find me as B_more like him. Let's go O's. The O's are in first place. Let's keep the run going. You can follow me at On Deck Oven and Grill on IG. And Jamal, thank you for the time, fellas. It's always lovely to get on these calls and get a good laughing for the week.
And last, the guy with the worst belt ever made in history, 20 pounds of garbage. What else? Pure trash. I don't got nothing else. Buddy, thank you for joining us today.
SK, codename Bobby, SKA Bobby, the Wrestling Apostle. Follow me at MCW Blues on Twitter. Soon, we'll be rebranded to Funk You Podcast.
On Threads. I had one more and I forgot what it was. God
Aaron,
damn, I dropped that.
he popped in. Shout out to you trying to drop like
the Biz Factor? The Biz Factor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out Diabetes. Collecting each one of your toes at a time.
What the hell? Smile on both sides. I want to thank you guys. Join us next time. Okay.